Welcome to the Alternative Products Podcast, the ultimate hub for counterculture enthusiasts and innovators. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the world of alternative products together.
All right, so here we are with our next guest of the podcast. We have Trevor with Sirius Vapor. That's a smoke and vapor shop here close to the Dallas area. Can you explain to our audience exactly where you guys are located?
So we have two stores located. One is north of Fort Worth in Roanoke, Texas, about 5 to 10 minutes away from the Texas Motor Speedway. And then the other store is a bit farther north. It is in Boyd, Texas, a small town, about 2,000 people. And both stores are very busy, very good business.
Awesome. Oh, so you're in an area that's a little bit more populated, and then you're in also an area that's not so populated. Do you see the difference between those two markets?
Yes, there's definitely a difference. In terms of sales and the clientele we get, very similar.
Okay.
Roanoke is definitely a bit higher income area, so we find that our average ticket price is higher. And the smaller town, Boyd, it's not as high, but I think there's a lot more people. So
Awesome.
we get a lot more people at the smaller town. We're one of
Okay.
the only stores within about 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
The Roanoke, which is about 10 to 15,000 people, not as busy, there's more competition, but people spend more.
Okay, so that's the difference. You have more foot traffic in the smaller town, but in Roanoke, where there's a little bit more population, there's people that are willing to spend a little bit more on each order.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome.
But it seems to be growing a lot faster at the Roanoke location.
Oh, wow. Okay. And when did you open the Roanoke location again?
So I opened about July of 2020.
Okay.
When I opened up.
That was the
So,
second location that you opened.
Yeah, that's the second location, and it was in the middle of COVID. We got a really good real estate deal. I would say it was very difficult for the first 6 months. There was a lot of construction and stuff, but
Yeah.
after about a year to 2 years, and that's about the same for the other store, 2 years or so, and it really started to take off.
Wow, that's amazing. And coming to these expos, the trade shows, have you come to any other ones? Is this your first one, or can you explain about your experience with trade shows?
I've been to a handful of trade shows. I've been to one by SSC Group, and this is the second one here at the Alternative Products Expo.
Okay.
I went to at the Reunion Tower. I was here last year.
Awesome. And they were here in Dallas as well?
Yeah, here in Dallas.
Okay.
The only time I've attended these trade shows has been here in Dallas.
Dallas, and you've been to two. Awesome. And how did you hear about Alternative Products Expo?
Oh, actually, I had a lot of people calling. I
Okay.
guess they found me on my Google page, or maybe when I went last year, they filed the paperwork. So
Yep.
I got 3 or 4 calls of people saying, hey, you could have some tickets.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm happy to hear that. That's our team doing their job. I apologize for the amount of calls that you got. As we get closer to our show, we want to make sure that you guys have all the information, that you know what's out here. Did we let you know about our after party or our kickoff party? Kickoff party.
Was it Saturday or was it Friday?
It's actually tonight. So
tonight.
it's an after party of the first day.
Yeah, sadly I have to go back to work.
Gotcha.
I would like to attend the after party, but
Yep.
is that 6 o'clock? Yeah.
I believe it's going to be probably a little bit after, but yeah.
I've heard it's fun, but maybe or maybe not I will attend this
For
year.
sure. Well,
Not
just
maybe
wanted,
next year.
As long as you knew that it was available to you, that's kind of the whole idea. It's a good place to go and network some more. But I see that you left our first day at the expo with quite a few bags. Can you explain to our audience what it is that you left with? What kind of information did you gain? And how is your business, your retail stores going to benefit from it?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different type of businesses here. There's businesses from the vape industry. There's businesses from the hemp THC market. There's merchant processors. I think there was even an insurance agency in there. Lots of different businesses. A lot of them are very willing to give sample products away, and they work with retailers. They work with other vendors. I think maybe even consumers that they will work with and sample some of their products. By far worth the drive over here, and
Awesome.
It's a free attendance, so it costs nothing to join. I'm not sure there's a requirement on having a business, being a business to join, but
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it in terms of benefiting our business.
Yep.
I mean, we've been introduced to thousands of products that I have never seen. This
Wow.
industry is growing so fast, it's almost impossible to keep up. But yeah, definitely worth it. We're gonna have lots of products. I think 4 or 5 bags worth of stuff to sample, and yeah,
Awesome.
look forward to going back and trying it.
So you're seeing products that you don't have in your store. Are you thinking of bringing, adding some products to your store? And what are those products?
Well, in particular, I'm looking for maybe more THC disposable vape pens, certain edibles, certain kratom products.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure specifically one I want to choose yet. I think in terms of choosing a good product, it's definitely boils down to trying them first,
Right.
and then looking at reviews online and fact checking what the vendors told me here. But there's a lot of good brands.
Awesome.
There's hundreds of them, but I would say almost all of them put a very good booth, and very friendly and helpful.
Awesome. And from your customers that you have, the people working your stores, do you have feedback from them as what do they want? Do they want the strongest product out there that's gonna, hit them psychoactively the quickest, or what is it that you're getting from the feedback of your customers that frequent your stores?
So I think my customers, above all, definitely want a product they think they can trust. So it's definitely important as a retailer to be a trustworthy retailer, but also sell a product that is physically trustworthy and the product's actually good.
Yeah.
And yes, in terms of what type of product, I would say definitely the higher milligrams better.
Okay.
But it really just depends.
Yeah.
Because people want to get more for their money. They're spending $30 to $50 at a time, getting 3 times the amount. It's definitely good, but there's a lot of people that are on a budget and want just a 1 gram or 2 gram THC vape, or maybe a 5,000 or 2,500 puff nicotine disposable.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the customer. I think it's good to have a wide variety of different products. Anything from a $5 product up to a $100 product. It's better to have a little of everything than just 1 or 2 of each particular category of products.
Awesome. And how are you staying up to date with the legality of the products and what you can keep in your store without finding, any issues on that end?
So there's a lot of good resources online. The FDA website's a great resource. Vape 360 is a good newsletter online. Most of these online news sources or government sites, they somewhat thoroughly try to track all the updates and keep everything updated online. It's definitely worth doing due diligence. There's a lot of shady products, probably just as many shady products in this business as there is legit products. So it's definitely important to go online and research first.
Awesome. You said Vape 360 was a newsletter?
Yeah, I think Vape 360 is what it's called. It's just an online newsletter, not
Awesome.
just in terms of legality, but in terms of good products, bad products, and different stuff.
Awesome. Well, Trevor, I really appreciate your time. Sirius Vapor, do you have anything else that you'd like to tell our audience about Sirius Vapor and how your experience was here at the expo?
Yeah, I had a great experience. I'm very thankful to be invited. Thank you for that. And yeah, I'll definitely be back next year.
Awesome. There you have it, Sirius Vapor. Trevor, visit one of his stores out in Roanoke. And what was the other city?
Boyd, Texas.
Boyd, Texas. There we are. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
As the industry continues to evolve, so will we, bringing you the latest trends, innovations, and stories from the front lines. Don't forget to share this podcast with your friends, family, and industry peers to help us spread the word and continue to grow this community. Thank you for being a part of the Alternative Products Podcast.